eliminate some of that getting to know you feeling out period. Every All-Star game, you can count on it. You're going to see some heart-stopping play. That was another one.
Here's Wall, following the basket by Freak. Launches it, and John Wall good for three. Wall's got 9.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
It's Harden with the drive, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now Wall. 9 points in the game so far. They set the screen. There's the dish to Anthony. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 6 assists in the game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Jacobs. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays. You got it.
Durant, wide open, he fires. Hits it from three-point range. Durant's got 12 points in the game. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
One more time. Give it up for your East All-Stars dance team.
Irving's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Passes it to Jacobs. The kick out to Westbrook. Davis inside, covered by LeBron. The second chance effort, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Irving. Outside, Wall. He kicks to Rose. Pull from the top of the key, and he gets it to go. Rose has got the game tied up here for the East All-Stars.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Davis kicks to Durant. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Westbrook, here we go. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Westbrook's got 10.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Anthony, the pass to George, took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And it's Davis missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Anthony drives in. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Anthony against Durant. Pass to Jacobs. Durant up top. He's got 12. On the wing, Harden unloads. Shot no good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Anthony against Harden. Anthony kicks to Wall. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Wall's got the lead up to 4 now for the East All-Stars.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Harden against Rose. The pass to Jacobs. Right side Davis. Kicks it out to Harden. Harden missing again.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroking. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Out to the right wing. Rose against Westbrook. Passes to Jacobs. Off the screen. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Here's Rose. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Now it's a 6-point East All-Star lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Davis with the bucket.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here are the East All-Stars. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
That's good. 15 points for Freak.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Wall lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got 13.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
There's a good screen. It's Harden with the drive. The kick out to Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How
Yes,
about,
sir.
guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
Here's Jacobs. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
From the high post, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Durant, the pass to Jacobs, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Anthony up on top. He's guarded by Davis. Anthony dishes to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. East All-Star. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Jacobs in at center. Griffin is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Russell. And it's Evans in at the 2 spot.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Here's Russell following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Jacobs, the pass to Gay. Jacobs guarded by Jordan, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a tremendous game for Jay. He has 9 rebounds, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
Both free throws good from Jacobs.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Irving double team. Jordan kicks to Bosch. 3-pointer. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Inside, Jacobs. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And stolen by Gay. And here comes the break to tie it up. And Russell puts it in. And it's all knotted up.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now here's Irving. Gay with the block. Here we go, one-on-one.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown, appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Here's Irving. Feeds to Bosch. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. DeRozan in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Just a great, great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Now here's Evans to the middle. Here's Jacobs, and a strong finish with 2 hands. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Irving attacking. Outside for Batum. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gay with it, and Bosch picks him up defensively. Russell against Irving. Outside, Russell. The shot. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for the East. George is checked in for Jordan. Anthony comes in for Chris Bosh. James checked in for Nicholas Batum. And George Hills subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. The West also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Rudy Gay. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Tyreek Evans. Now here's Durant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Russell with a wide open look. Again, Russell missing. And even 3-on-3 break. Hill has the open look. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Here's James. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. James outside. It's stolen by Davis. Westbrook drives in. Excellent D there from Anthony. Now here is George. Takes a three, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
The East making a switch. Wall's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Harden's checked in. And here's the West with the ball. Pass to Jacobs. To the inside, Davis. And the layup is good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And the rejection by Jacobs. And they get it back. All against Westbrook. Davis setting the pick for Westbrook. To the paint. That's good from Davis on the assist by Westbrook. And it's a 3-point West All-Star lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the West All-Stars.
You know, block shots, guys, are clear.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Outside Irving. Anthony kicks the George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
George having a fantastic game. He's got 21 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he comes up empty at the line. And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a 3-point game. Harden dishes to Davis. Jacobs, the pass to Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line, and on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
.129 left to play here in the 4th. Anthony kicks to LeBron. No good, unable to end this run. On offense, here are the West All-Stars.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Durant. No luck. James with some nice D.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Well, it's terribly frustrating for a coach when his team can't knock down their free throws. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half.
Durant, that's good.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Here's Irving. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's Jacobs.
That was absurd. He's showing the skills that got him voted here.
.29 seconds left in the fourth. On its way from Irving for 2. And that's collected by Jacobs.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
No, not at all. Not a real chance of getting back in it at this point.
Greg, you think it's over?
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It's a done deal. Forget about it.
It might be. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet's freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him. And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again to start up the NBA's second half of the season.